Greetings, I'm Geofatboy. I make shaving videos and sell shaving supplies. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving needs. Have a great shave, have a great day. Doing my best Kramer impersonation right there. Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for shavenation.com. We have a change. We have something new. Check this out. Are you familiar with the Razorine, or as they say in Italy, Razorine? Well, here's the original version. Okay, you can see it's chrome and brass colored, but check out the handles on it. Thin, narrow, and some say a bit slippery. So they have a new and improved version. Let's check it out. Here we go. It's heftier, it weighs more, it's longer, it has grooves on the handle, and instead of the handle tapering down, it's full-on solid, one width all the way from top to bottom. When you feel them both at the same time, you're going to notice right away. Check it out. So much nicer, so much easier to grip, and heftier. Feels better in the hand. As far as the specs, the original Razorine, the weight is 1.8 ounce or 50 grams. And the new one, the weight is now 2.3 ounces or 66 grams. May not seem like a lot, but it is a big difference. You can notice it right away when you pick them up. If you hold it side by side, you can definitely tell, and you can see that it's longer and thicker. Check it out. As far as length, the original is 5 1/8 inches or 130 millimeters from top to bottom. The premium is 5 1/2 inches from top to bottom or 140 millimeters. So it is a big difference. I can't wait to try this new version out. The diagonal grooves in the handle, the thickness, the heft of it, I think it's going to be a much better shave. It's going to be a much better feel. Should I use the chrome? Should I use the brass? Okay, I'll use the brass. Keep in mind that the brass, it's a live metal. It's going to eventually get some imperfections, some watermarks, things like that, that the chrome one most likely will not. It'll be impervious to those things. But the brass, it's going to take on some character eventually, which I'm okay with that. It doesn't affect the performance of the razor. It's still going to shave the same. So let's load it up. All you do is unscrew the thumb screw and close the stopper on your drain just in case you drop this. Good possibility it could fall down there, and then you're going to be running off to the hardware store to try to find a replacement or calling Shave Nation to get one. So here's what it looks like when it's disassembled. You can see that small circle on one side, big circle on the other side. The small circle goes toward the post. Okay, let's pop a blade in there. I will use an Astra Superior Platinum. If the feather blades don't work that well for you, then you may want to switch it up. These Astras, they're a step below the feather, but they're quite sharp, comfortable, smooth shaving. I highly recommend these blades. Here's a look at it. Astra. So you can pop that right over the pin, the post, and make sure that it seats down over those two keyways like it is right there. And as I said, the smaller round circle will go toward the blade. And then just like that. And then just reinstall that thumb screw like so. Check your reveal. Let's see what it looks like. Should be even on both sides. Yeah, very good. You can see that. It's even on both sides. All right, let's get our shave on. Wait, there's only one thing I'm missing. Let's see what we can do about that. All right, we've got the razor loaded up. Blade is installed. It's ready for action. We're ready to rock and roll with our shave. Let's mix up a quick lather. For you ladies, I'll be using this pink Shave Nation bowl today. Old school with the lather spot, the indentation down at the bottom. We're going to drop in this Proraso menthol and eucalyptus. Gives you a nice tingle on the face. Here's how it works. See that little spot on the bottom? Just going to drop in about that much. Just going to fill that spot approximately. Going to soak my brush in some hot water. This is the Shave Nation Patriot brush. Really sharp looking brush. If you like red, white, and blue, if you're patriotic, this is beautiful. Fine Badger. Hot water, drop the brush right in. You let it soak in there for just a bit. Saturate those bristles. There you go, there's a look at it. You can see a little steam coming off the water. Let's pour out that water. Just give the brush a couple shakes. We can go right into the bowl. Start lathering. You can already smell that menthol and eucalyptus. Just scoop that around. That cream just works its way to the top. Just keep scooping it and driving it back down to the bottom. Get a nice thick lather by doing so. Smells so good. Nice and refreshing. All right, let me wet my face and we'll get right to the shave. Whew, all right, good and hot. Okay, face is wet. Lather is ready. Here we go. Excellent lather. Goes on easy. Wonderful scent. It's menthol, eucalyptus. Tingles a bit when you put it on. Mustache area. A little bit of hot water. Just warm it up a touch. In the figure 8 method, smooth everything out and just drive it into the beard. All right, let's clear the runways. Dry those fingers up real quick. All right, here's a good look at both of them right before the shave. Razorine, or as they say in Italy, Razorine. All right, here we go. Let's go with the brass version. I'm gonna just warm it up under the water. Temper it. When you shave with it, the thumb screw facing out all the time. Here we go. When I start at the sideburn, I'm holding it a little more toward the end so I could see better, but then I choke up a little bit. It's a nice hefty feel to it and it's much easier to grip. Feels much better in the hand. It's thicker and it's got grooves where the previous version did not. Much easier to shave with. Let's rinse that before it falls down. Lots of stubble on there. Right down the neckline. It really is a lot of fun to shave with. It's different than anything else out there. Once you get the hang of it, it's a piece of cake. Now switch to the left hand. Again, thumb screw out and hold it closer toward the end so I can see the sideburn easily to cut that. And then I'll choke up a little bit. Let me shut that heat off. I don't want you to hear the noise from the heater. I want you to hear the feedback from the razor instead. There we go. Let's rinse that. Now further on down the neckline. Very good. All right, let's hit that mustache area. Scoop right under. Really nice. You can get directly under the nose. Perfect. Now the other side, left hand, left side. Very good. Let's rinse that off. Still feels nice and slick from that shaving cream. It's got a good cushion. Very slippery. Let's lather up a little more. Not as much lather for the second pass. Really feels cool now. Now that the menthol and eucalyptus is directly on the skin with no beard in between. That's the wake-up call. Clear the runways. All right, now I'll go against the grain on the neck. Thumb screw out, starting at the bottom and working the way up. It's very easy to get a feel for it. If your angle isn't correct, it won't do anything. There's just a sweet spot in the middle. It's very easy to figure it out. So I used my right hand on the left side, left hand on the right side. Excellent. Okay, let's go across the grain now. It just glides right across the face. I have my cleft where it's curved, and I have the cleft and a curve here, so I can't go straight across. I have to go kind of on an angle and down. To clean out the cleft, you just bullfrog it like that. Very good. Now across the left side. I think the Astra blade is a really nice pairing for this razor. It's sharp and smooth, does a good job. Sweet. Now we'll go across on the mustache area. And the other way. Very good. A quick rinse and see how it feels. Very, very smooth. Really nice. Let me just do a little bit on the cheeks so you can see. You can go against the grain on the cheeks as well. Right hand, left side. Stretch the skin. This gets you that super smooth finish right there. Beautiful. Now the other side. Really nice. Now a final rinse with some cold water. All right, let's do our feedback check. Shave Nation Wide Stick, Allen Block. Glide that under the cold water. And just glide that all around the face. If you get any stinging, maybe you irritated your skin a little bit. No stinging here. Just messages on the phone. That's it. Sometimes they sting. Usually not. Nice finish to the shave right here. Just let that soak in for about 30 seconds and rinse it off. Let's pat the face dry. Very nice. Very refreshing. The Proraso menthol and eucalyptus really is a nice cold feeling on the face. A great wake-up call in the morning or in the evening, whenever you use it. Excellent shaving cream. Good cushioning. Good glide. The razor had no problem gliding across it. We'll stick along the same lines. The Proraso green. This is the balm. In the summertime, you might want to use the green aftershave splash. But in the winter, get yourself a nice layer of protection on your face. Go with this. This is the menthol and eucalyptus. It's the one in the green box. Aftershave balm. Refreshing. Just a little bit into the fingertips. It's a little thick, taking a while to come out. There we go. About that much, not too much. Just rub that together and then apply. Whew, also cold. Very cold. If you put icy hot on your sore muscles, that's about what this feels like. Nice and tingling and chilly. Feels great. Just stick to your cheeks and your neck area. Probably don't want to put it on your forehead. If you sweat, it can drip down into your eyes and burn. So don't do that. All right, look at that. Look how smooth. Let me rinse my fingers. All right, here's a final look at the Razorine or Razorine. Excellent razor. And this is the new and improved version. And again, they did a great job by thickening up the handle and putting these grooves in here. It's much easier to hold than it was before. So I highly recommend this. If you want to try something different, this is really going to excite your shave. It's really going to change things up for you. It's not a straight razor. It's not a safety razor. It's somewhere in between. And it really is a lot of fun to shave with. I highly recommend it. Give it a try. If you want to pick one up, you can just click under the video where it says show more. And I'll have links right there. You can grab one. Or go to shavenation.com and enter Razorine in the search box. It'll pop right up. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. By the way, did I say it's made in Italy? Yeah, legit. Okay. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving supplies. I'm Geofatboy. Have a great shave. Have a great day. Grab one or go to shavenation.com. Just enter Razorine. Test. 1, 2, 3. Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for shavenation.com. Click that subscribe button. Leave a nice comment.